Team Liquid is one of today's premier esports brands, fielding rosters in a variety of games. While Team Liquid's League of Legends brand has enjoyed a high standard of success over the past several splits, the organization's Counter-Strike Global Offensive team has had a rocky road to the top. Team Liquid's entry into Counter-Strike began with Counter-Strike Global Offensive. The organization launched what would become one of their most popular teams in 2015, when Team Liquid signed the X-Denial squad to official contracts. Team Liquid's original roster consisted of in-game leader Erica Dren Hogue, as well as Jacob Fugly Medina, Damian Daps Steele, Keith Nath Markovic, Michael McNutty Viterna, and Matt Warden Dickens as the coach. Team Liquid's first year in CSGO was rocky, yet at times showed the promise of something greater. The team mainly competed in Tier 2 and Tier 3 events, and often took home top placements, but Team Liquid also participated in qualifiers for the more prestigious ones. While the team failed to qualify for any Tier 1 events in their first year, several roster changes led to Team Liquid's first big break. Liquid signed Ukrainian prodigy Alexander Simple Kostoyev on January 2nd of 2016. While the young player's time on the team would be short-lived, he would be an essential part of Team Liquid's leap forward in the Counter-Strike scene. After only 6 months, Simple requested a trade from Team Liquid, but not before agreeing to play a final 2 tournaments with the organization. Simple's last tournament with Team Liquid was one of the year's biggest. ESL1 Cologne 2016 was a major, one of only 2 tournaments a year sponsored by Valve Software. With a prize pool of $1 million, it was by far the most prestigious tournament Team Liquid had ever qualified for. At the time, North American Counter-Strike teams were considered inferior to their European counterparts, but Team Liquid's performance at the Cologne Major would turn that idea on its head. Through a grueling 5-day gauntlet, Team Liquid finished second in a group that included famous Counter-Strike squads with names like Virtus Pro, Mousesports, and Team Envious. By now, the team was comprised of the original Team Liquid members Elige and Nitro, as well as new additions in Spencer Hiko Martin, main opper Josh JDM64 Marzano, and Simple, who was playing his final game under the Team Liquid banner. To the world's surprise, Team Liquid defeated Navi's famed CSGO roster 2-1 in Cologne's quarterfinals, before facing one of the most legendary Counter-Strike teams of all time in Fnatic. Once again, Liquid showed on the world stage that North American Counter-Strike could find success in international competition, and bested Fnatic 2-0 and earned a spot in the grand finals. Simple was a large part of this success, and subject to one of the most famous Counter-Strike plays of all time. Forced into a 1 vs 1 retake on Cash's B bomb site, Simple did something that only he would do. Op in hand and finger firmly pressed on the W key, Simple literally flew out of heaven, immediately eliminating Fnatic's Dennis with a mid-air no-scope, and Crims with another no-scope once he hit the ground.
Simple, are you serious? What is that? You can't do that, Simple! That's not allowed! This is not FPL! This is a major!
It was unlike anything CSGO had ever seen before, or honestly, since. After sending Fnatic home, Team Liquid moved on to the grand finals of a major tournament, becoming the first North American team in history to do so. While their opponents in SK Gaming ultimately defeated Team Liquid 2-0 and took the major trophy, Liquid had proven that it was possible for North American Counter-Strike teams to succeed against their European counterparts and made history in the process. At the end of 2016, Liquid added former SK Gaming head coach Wilton Zeus Prado to the organization. Zeus' work with Liquid in 2017 and beyond laid the foundation for the Team Liquid that fans know today. Despite an early exit from the Atlanta E-League Major in January of 2017, Team Liquid showed an incredible change in form over the next year, moving up from 20th in the world rankings after their E-League stumble, to a high of number 6 by October of that year. With Zeus as coach, Team Liquid entered a period of relative stability for a roster that saw over 14 changes in 2016. While the main core of Elige and Nitro has never changed since Team Liquid's inception, the pieces around them have. Most importantly, 2017 saw the addition of current Team Liquid member Russell Twist Van Dalken. While his early time with the team featured predictable growing pains, Twist has since morphed into one of Counter-Strike's best players. While SK Gaming was winning tournaments left and right, and the newly formed Astralis was just finding its feet, Team Liquid was winning the games it was supposed to be winning. Liquid would dominate lesser teams, but often struggled to find a way to improve enough to challenge the teams ahead of them. To kickstart a change, the organization removed in-game leader Filip Stanislaw Jarget, and at the end of 2017, replaced him with Lucas Steele Lopez, hoping that a change in strategy would help Team Liquid overtake Cloud9 as North America's best Counter-Strike squad. The start of 2018 saw the return of an original Team Liquid member in Keith "Naf" Markovic. As Naf reunited with his former teammates in place of JDM, and Liquid brought in Taco to replace Steele, suddenly Team Liquid had found a winning combination. This combo had two major effects. The first was that Team Liquid would consistently make the grand finals of large tournaments, like ECS, IEM Chicago, EPL, and E-League Premier. The second effect was the creation of a rivalry that continues today. While Team Liquid made the grand finals of those tournaments, they lost every single one to Astralis. Kryptonite was a word that analysts used most frequently when describing the Danish team's effect on Team Liquid. Time and time again, TL would demolish their side of the bracket while Astralis dominated theirs. Once they met in the grand final, however, Astralis always had Liquid's number, and it was never even close. By the end of 2018, it was clear that although Liquid's lineup was the second best in the world, it still wasn't good enough to topple Astralis. This led to what, at the time, was considered one of the most confusing moves any roster had ever made. Near the end of December 2018, Team Liquid announced that they would be trading both their head coach Zeus and main support player Taco to MIBR in return for one of their compatriots. Stewie2K, having left Cloud9 to seek another major title after C9's 2018 major win in Boston, would return to compete for a North American team. Analysts immediately panned the move, saying that TL was now all aim and no brains. They claimed that there was no place for Stewie's trademark aggression in the strategic team that Liquid had become under Coach Zeus. But Team Liquid wasn't done. In addition to signing Stewie2K, Liquid reached out to a founding member of its lineup to help them overcome their greatest obstacle in Astralis. Team Liquid's original in-game leader, Erica Dren Hogue, accepted the TL head coaching position, reuniting three of the organization's veteran Counter-Strike players. These three, along with two of North America's most explosive young talents, would form the new Team Liquid. On January 20th, the revamped Team Liquid took the stage at the iBuyPower Masters 4 for a best-of-3 grand final against none other than Astralis. The Danes were riding high after winning the first-ever Intel Grand Slam and its $1 million bonus prize. When Team Liquid lost the first map 16-4, it felt like a repeat of 2018 all over again. Luckily, that feeling only lasted a few minutes. Team Liquid ended up handing Astralis its first Grand Finals loss in 7 tournaments, defeating the Danes on Dust 2 and on what was once Astralis' home map, Overpass, both with 16-11 final scores. Team Liquid followed up their win at iBuyPower Masters by what some consider the most dominant run in recent Counter-Strike history. Team Liquid won 7 tournaments in a row between June and July and took home their own Intel Grand Slam prize in a record 63 days. That same feat took Astralis 323. In fact, Team Liquid took that $1 million from ESL and DreamHack so quickly that the Intel Grand Slam rules were changed for Season 3 to stop Team Liquid's incredible run from ever happening again. While the rest of TL's 2019 hasn't been as dominant as the first half, Liquid has retained all of its players, coaches, and managers for the first time since its formation. With a strong foundation and players who are friends as well as teammates, Liquid is set up well for 2020.